Battleworld no longer feels like a battlefield. It feels like a trap closing from every side, with Doctor Doom chasing power, Galactus waiting in silence, and the heroes realizing this war has grown far beyond survival. Then, a new figure appears outside the alien village. Spider-Woman has been pulled into Battleworld by the same impossible force as everyone else, but no one knows if she is help, danger, or another piece in the Beyonders game. There is no time to understand Spider-Woman's arrival. Dr. Doom's forces attack the village with a massive war machine, and the heroes are forced to protect innocent lives while Battleworld explodes around them again. Then the war delivers one of its cruelest moments. Wasp is found with no pulse and no breath. For the Avengers, this is not just another injury, one of their own is dead. The heroes want revenge immediately, but Captain America knows rage can destroy them faster than any villain. Galactus still waits above them, Dr. Doom is still moving, and She-Hulk is already being pulled toward vengeance. Elsewhere, Volcana risks everything to reach Molecule Man again, but Battleworld gives no one time to breathe. Heroes and villains crash back into each other, and every personal choice becomes part of the larger war. The crash throws the X-Men straight into open combat. Magneto, Storm, Cyclops, Rogue, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine have no time left for doubt. They either fight as one now, or they fall separately. Rogue finally proves where she stands. She stops hesitating, throws herself into the battle with full force, and earns something stronger than victory. She earns the trust of the team that once doubted her. Inside the machinery of Galactus, Dr. Doom reaches for power that should terrify even him. Galactus rejects him, but Dr. Doom's pride cannot accept being small in anyone's universe. Back at Doombase, Volcana begs for help to save Molecule Man, but Ultron refuses to act without Dr. Doom's command, showing the truth of this fortress. In Dr. Doom's world, even life and death wait for orders. She-Hulk storms into Doombase alone, and this time, she is not fighting for strategy. Wasp is dead, and She-Hulk carries that pain like a weapon. Every villain in her path becomes part of the revenge she came to deliver. Then, Titania steps into her way. She-Hulk's rage finally meets someone who can answer it with equal force, and revenge turns into a brutal clash between two living weapons. As She-Hulk tears deeper into the fortress, Enchantress watches from safety, almost enjoying the chaos. But Dr. Doom returns from Galactus' ship rejected and humiliated, and that failure only makes him more dangerous. Dr. Doom leaves to continue chasing power, and She-Hulk is left trapped in the heart of enemy territory. She fought like an army by herself, but even the strongest hero can be buried under enough enemies. Professor Xavier reaches Captain America with a desperate plan. Wasp is dead, She-Hulk is missing, and Galactus is still waiting above them all. The heroes have no clean choices anymore, only dangerous moves left to make. Issue 8 begins with the war entering a darker stage. Doombase becomes the center of everything. She-Hulk's life hangs in the balance, and in the middle of the chaos, Spider-Man is about to discover something legendary. The heroes invade Doombase, but this rescue does not feel like victory. Every corridor could be a trap, every shadow could hide an enemy, and the deeper they go, the more the fortress feels designed to break them. Deep inside the fortress, She-Hulk has been beaten down by Dr. Doom's strongest villains, but she is still alive. Then thunder breaks through the darkness, and Thor turns a hopeless execution into the beginning of a rescue. While the heroes fight through Doombase, Dr. Doom is still far above them, chasing power inside the world of Galactus. He has already been rejected once, but Dr. Doom does not retreat from forbidden power. He comes back angrier. The rescue explodes into war across the fortress. Spider-Man, Human Torch, Spider-Woman, and the others fight to keep moving, but Dr. Doom's forces strike back hard, and Hawkeye is wounded in the chaos. Enchantress turns the battle into something far more dangerous by bending Hulk against his own team. Captain America is forced to stand against one of their strongest allies before the heroes destroy each other from within. Captain America refuses to break under Enchantress's magic. She attacks his body and his will, but he keeps moving, keeps fighting, and finally forces her control to collapse. In the infirmary, Volcana stands between the heroes and Molecule Man. He is wounded, afraid, and still dangerous enough to turn the entire room into a disaster if anyone pushes too far. Titania turns the fortress itself into a weapon against Spider-Man. She smashes through walls, machines, and anything he uses to survive, forcing Spider-Man to rely on speed, instinct, and every trick he has left. Then Ultron enters the battle, and the danger changes instantly. Captain America realizes normal attacks will not work, so he orders Human Torch to stop holding back and hit Ultron with everything. Human Torch unleashes a blast powerful enough to stop Ultron, but it nearly drains him completely. Moments later, Captain America finds Dr. Doom beaten, helpless, and no longer looking like the master of his own fortress. The heroes finally reach the dungeon and find She-Hulk badly injured but alive. After everything she endured alone, this is not victory yet. It is one desperate chance to save her before time runs out. After She-Hulk is rescued, the heroes still believe Wasp is gone. But when Colossus brings her to Zaji, the alien healer's strange power begins to reveal that death on Battleworld may not be final. Wasp was not truly dead. She was trapped in a deep stasis that fooled everyone, and when Zaji brings her back, grief turns into shock, relief, and disbelief. Far away, the X-Men and Magneto continue watching Galactus, unsure whether his plan is real or only a bluff. Back at Doombase, Reed repairs Iron Man and discovers something strange beneath the armor. Spider-Man follows Hulk's clue and finds what looks like a simple costume-making machine. But the moment he activates it, a black substance reaches out and attaches itself to him like it has been waiting. The substance becomes Spider-Man's new black suit, silent, powerful, and alive in ways he does not understand. But before anyone can question it, Professor Xavier sends the warning everyone feared. Galactus has begun consuming Battleworld. The war enters a new stage. Dr. Doom's fortress has fallen, the heroes are wounded, and the greatest threat on Battleworld is no longer waiting in silence. Galactus is finally moving. Galactus begins feeding on the planet itself, and the heroes finally understand the scale of the danger. This is not a battle against another villain. This is survival against a cosmic force that treats worlds like food. Colossus leaves Zaji behind and chooses the fight, even though his heart stays with her. Above Galactus's machine, storm gathers the sky, and the heroes prepare to attack before fear can stop them. Professor Xavier tries to guide the X-Men and Magneto into one desperate strike against Galactus, but his defenses answer with terrifying force, and even their combined power begins to collapse under cosmic pressure. Back at Doombase, the heroes are still recovering from everything the fortress took from them. Then Spider-Man returns, in black, and Iron Man immediately senses that this new costume is not normal. Spider-Man discovers the black suit can create its own webbing and change shape on command. At the same time, Reed hears the Beyonder's words echoing in his mind, and the mystery of Battleworld grows even darker. He begins to suspect that Galactus may be the key to everything the Beyonder has created. But before he can explain the truth, the ship is hit, and the heroes are thrown into another disaster. The ship crashes near Galactus's machine, and Colossus takes the worst of the impact. The heroes survive, but only barely, and now they have seconds before the entire battlefield burns around them. Iron Man finally breaks through and damages Galactus's machine, giving the heroes their first real opening. For one moment, victory feels possible, until the attack is stopped because Galactus may still be needed. He explains the terrifying possibility. If Galactus gains enough power, he may be able to challenge the Beyonder himself. The heroes are stunned, but before they can decide, Galactus, the Mountain, and Reed vanish. Inside Galactus's world ship, a human mind is surrounded by wonders it was never meant to understand. Galactus shows visions of his existence, even his family, making one thing clear. This is not just a monster, this is something far more complicated. Dr. Doom refuses to remain imprisoned, even after Galactus has broken him and stripped away his control. Locked inside his own fortress, he studies one weakness, breaks free, and forces himself back into the war. The teams regroup, the X-Men are alive, and Zaji awakens, but the relief does not last. Mr. Fantastic returns with a warning because Galactus has shown him something terrifying about what comes next. Inside Doombase, Dr. Doom watches the battle against Galactus from the shadows. While the heroes risk everything outside, Doom studies the chaos, waiting for the perfect moment to turn it into opportunity. The heroes launch their full assault on Galactus, throwing everything they have at a being who barely seems to notice. Thor charges in with raw power, only to be blasted back by cosmic force. Galactus has already used a massive amount of energy, and this may be the only opening the heroes will ever get. The thing tears into the mountain beneath the machine, while the heroes prepare to strike again. The heroes try to stop Galactus before he escapes, but they are too late. He enters his world ship, and everyone understands that their last chance may have slipped away right in front of them. Galactus begins feeding on cosmic energy, and the heroes may already be doomed. But inside Doombase, Dr. Doom finally makes his move. turning Galactus's own power into the key to his hidden plan. This part ends here, but the final 3 chapters will take Secret Wars into its most dangerous stage, where Doctor Doom reaches for impossible power, the Beyonder becomes the true target, and Battleworld's fate is decided. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Feet to Fiction Prime,